Remember when we said we'd stay together now until forever? Just us, just us. Said we wouldn't be like all the others, fight and hurt each other.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica Hickson, and I spent 5 years working my way up to the top of an MLM before realizing they're just not all that they're cracked up to be. My goal with this channel is to rescue some Huns, to prevent some from becoming Huns, and to also give those a voice who have left the Hunbot industry like myself.
It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling.
Okay, you guys, so today's small business shout out I'm really excited about, and I know I say that every time, but this person told me that I didn't need to give them a small business shout out. They just wanted to send me some things because they're a big supporter of the channel and they like the mission behind my channel. They were previously a part of doTERRA and decided to leave because of all the education from the anti-MLM community. So good job, guys. But they decided to start their own essential oils company. So today's small business shout out goes to Good Taste Inc. And like I said, she told me that I didn't need to give her a shout out. She just wanted to send me some of the oils. And I wanted to share them with you guys because they are legitimately so flipping cool. Like, I love this. Also, not to mention that she provides scholarships for people who are leaving MLMs, which I love. She also provides commission on, her reps who sell her oils. But she does not allow recruiting, and they make sure that there are no more than 3 reps in any given location so that the market doesn't become oversaturated. And then the top seller for the year gets 1% of the entire company. So I love that she's like taking everything that she's learned from the anti-MLM community and everything that she's learned not to do from the MLM to start her own company, but do it ethically. So I love that. Now let me show you guys the oils. Okay, we'll start with this one. First of all, I want to mention that most oils right now to me smell absolutely terrible. And there's only one of these oils that she sent me that has the rotten smell that I have in my nose right now. You guys know, probably because I talk about it all the time. There's only one of the oils in this entire box that she sent me. Oh, actually, first of all, let me talk about the box. This is the box. It has a magnetic top. Like, how cute. I will use this box once I'm done with, taking all the oils and stuff out. Anyways, only one of the oils that she sent me has that rotten smell that I smell, which is crazy to me because most oils smell bad right now. So let's show you guys the oils because they are awesome. So they come in little boxes like this. This one says secure, and then it tells you what all is in it. And then, of course, when it was made and when it was filled. And then it tells you over here, let's see if it'll focus. It tells you more in depth, basically the motto that they stand behind, their mission, and then what the crystal is inside of the oil and what it's known for. So this is the oil. So flipping awesome. So it not only has the oils in it, but it also has the crystals that are, this one is amethyst. I'm probably saying that wrong. It says supports calm and confident action. It clears doubt and anxiety, which I need that. And then there's also 24 karat gold pieces in it. So it says the vibration of pure gold is known to attract abundance and empower, which is so awesome. So all of these ones come with a roller ball. The roller ball in this one is really pretty too. It's like a purpley, stone color. And it smells good, which is so crazy. And they're all just so pretty. I cannot get over it. When I opened this, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm not an essential, well, I wasn't an essential oils person until I started doing like smelling the oils to try to like fix my smell, doing like smell training. And then it started like working, like the oils started smelling better the more consistently I did it. So I was like, man, this is just perfect timing. This is one of them. This one is beautiful. This one doesn't have the gold, but it's called Calm. This must be part of a different line. The box looks a little bit different, but still so cute. Love the wood top. There. I love how this one looks. It looks so pretty. Anyways, I know she told me not to give her a small business shout out, but I just had to show you guys because I think it's absolutely amazing. And it works perfectly that she, was in an MLM and then started her own small business. And so she understands the differences. And not only that, but she's like supporting the people who have left MLMs because she says, thanks to myself, Julie Joe, and Cece Suarez, Chelsea, she has become so much more knowledgeable about the harms of MLMs, and she loves the mission behind what we're doing. So thank you so much, Sarah, for sending me this stuff. You guys should definitely go check her out. I will leave all of the links to Good Taste Inc. in the description below. Today's member shout out goes to Christina Beck. Thank you so much, Christina, for all of your support, and to all of my channel members. Thank you guys so much. I did want to give a little bit of a reminder that if you sign up to be a member on the channel, don't forget to fill out the new member form. Because if you don't, then I'm not able to send you your small gift. And I'm also not able to add you to the Discord chat and stuff like that. So if you check down below, there is a link for new members. So just click on that and fill out the form and you'll receive your free gift. So with that being said, if you'd like to become a member and you're not one yet, there should be a join button down below, but I also do leave it linked in the description of all of my videos. That's all the shout outs I have for today, so let's go ahead and get on with the video. All right, you guys, I have a few exciting videos planned to film today. I'm going to batch film. I leave for Tennessee this afternoon, so I kind of have to get everything done this morning, but that's okay because it will make me like actually sit down and do the work instead of procrastinating like I always do. So I have a couple of videos, fun videos planned for this afternoon. One of them is like exposing It Works tea that's going down right now, and that includes the bonus program. I know I asked you guys on Instagram if you wanted me to like include it in an It Works fail or MLM fails video or make it its own separate video. You guys said make it its own separate video, but I have some stuff that like kind of goes along with it, and it would be a very short video if I only talked about that. So anyways, regardless, I'm making a like It Works tea video. I also have a video lined up that's talking about something that one of you guys sent me. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know, but basically, without saying too much, an It Works leader who claims to be a doctor, in my opinion, should not be. Okay. We'll just leave it at that. And then this video is one that one of you guys sent me, so I have not watched it. I kind of skimmed to the part that you told me to watch, but then I decided I'm just going to do a blind react. My anxiety doesn't really let me do blind reacts that often because I sit there and I just think too much about it, and then I stop and then I go plan it and then come back because I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to offend anybody, and that's just who I am as a person. So I don't do blind reacts very often, but I do like doing blind reacts for a couple of reasons. One being I don't have to take the time to plan it, and that saves me a lot of time, and I'm behind on videos right now because I couldn't film for a week and a half because I was sick. Also, for this reason alone right here, that I just ramble on about nothing. And so when I have stuff planned out, then I'm not rambling as much and I get more done. But also because I like to see my like real, raw, genuine reactions. And when I plan them out, they are real, raw, genuine reactions, but the reactions that I had while I was planning the video, they're not like happening in the moment. So this one is titled, Could There Be a $10,000 Bonus in Your Future? and one of you guys sent it to me. So let's see what it's all about. This video might be in 2 parts because you guys know I just sometimes can't shut up. So if it is, I'm sorry, but if it is, then also welcome to part 1. So this video is actually a Joel and Steph team call. However, I don't know if she's one of our favorite girls. We cover her a lot, but I think mainly because she is very well known within the company and there's a lot of content on her. But it's the girl who basically dropped out of college and uses faith manipulation a lot. So she's speaking on Joel and Steph's team call. I think Joel and Steph also talk a little bit, but anyways, let's get into it.
I know that every single person on here is ready to snag that $10,000 bonus. I was literally so amazed when they dropped that at conference because I have seen so many times throughout the 5 years that I've been in the business, this $10,000 bonus that they've announced, it was actually available when I joined the business. And that's 100% why I went diamond. And so we're super excited tonight to just prep you.
First, let me say that obviously we were always taught to act like we were so excited about these bonuses or whatever. But I know when I was in, it was very disappointing when they would drop bonuses that were like $10,000, because when I first joined, they were like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 and $30,000, I believe, also 50 maybe. But they were a lot bigger because then they doubled them at conference. So the smallest bonus that you could get was $20,000, $30,000. So I ended up earning $101,000 in bonuses, I think it was, throughout all the years. Now, obviously, all of those did not get paid out, but all in all, I earned that amount of bonuses. So we were taught to act like, ooh, $10,000, but obviously it's paid out over, I think this one's paid out over 11 months. And so is it 11 months? Yeah. So you're getting like just under $1,000. Good God. Getting just under $1,000 a month for your bonus. Anyhow, just had to point that out.
And teach you not only how to go diamond, but the process, all of the money that's involved with it, what it's going to look like on the leadership side of being a top 1% leader. And so as we kick this off, you guys, I'm going to give you some facts about diamond, okay? So write these down because they're really cool to know. Number 1, not only do diamonds come in all shapes and sizes, but they also come in a wide spectrum of colors. Why am I telling you this? Because there is not one size fits all for a diamond. It's not just one vision. It's not one person. It's not just one specific type of person that goes diamond. It's every single one of you. As I look at this screen of a bunch of different faces, you're all different and you're also unique in incredible ways. And you're called to go diamond because there's a glass ceiling here. There's no cap. You can do whatever you want to with this business, and every single one of you are capable and able to go diamond. Every diamond that's ever promoted in this business is different. And that's what I love so much about diamonds. The second thing.
Okay, so first of all, she said something about being the top 1% leader, which, hello, now as an outsider, that is such a red flag. And then she went on to say that she's looking at every single person on this screen, and every single person on this screen was called to be a diamond. But actually, if we're talking about the logistics of everything, 1% of the people on this call are called to be a diamond leader. And I'm willing to bet money on the fact that probably not one of them is diamond yet. But go on, sis.
Diamonds are brought to the Earth's surface by explosive volcanic eruptions. And this one is super cool for me to read because as a diamond, when I've seen people go, we maxed it out. Woo, that's so exciting. When I see people go diamond, they're on fire. They're excited. They're shouting out diamond from the rooftops. They're literally exploding with energy. And so when you think about going diamond,
That's because you guys promise a certain lifestyle once they get to diamond. You promise, and I did the same thing. You promise that like all of their fears will be taken away. All of their issues will be handled. They will never struggle with money again. But then and the title, you guys make it out to be like a diamond is someone who they're just special within the company because they're in the top 1%. So when people get to diamond, they're chasing that title. They want to feel important. They want to feel like somebody to people like her. That's why they're on fire about it. But then once they get to that level, they realize that maybe this isn't all it's cracked up to be. Not to mention, I can't tell you how many times people, once they got to diamond and they got that bonus with it, the bonus adds, $900 to $1,000 on your paycheck. But then without that $900 to $1,000, people were like, wait a second. I wasn't even making like $1,000 and I'm in the top 1%. Like, this isn't adding up. That happened pretty much every single paycheck within me and my teammates. It was like my teammates and I, whatever. Everybody was questioning why it wasn't the amount that it was supposed to be, because if you don't take the bonus into account, it was far less. Well, the thing of it is, when they make those average income charts, they're taking into consideration all the bonuses and stuff. So, in my opinion, allegedly, based on my experience, they aren't actually averages.
And that means that you're a leader. You're a top 1% of the company, and you were formed by a volcanic eruption of fire, excitement, fiercity, of leadership, of all the things that we embody as a diamond. And so when you think about what does it take to go diamond? A volcanic eruption. You making that decision and rising to the fire to make that promotion happen. And I think that's so cool, and it gives me chills just even saying that. Hence why all of our promotions are followed by diamond for a reason. 3, that's the hardest natural substance on earth, and it is nearly unbreakable, okay? So as a diamond, you're gonna go through so many things along your journey. You're gonna go through the really, really highs, the really, really lows, major changes in temperature, but you're gonna become one of the strongest substances on earth, and you're going to be literally unbreakable as you step into the role of this leadership role, which is so incredible. And the last
Okay, hold on. If you've ever been with It Works and you ever made it to the diamond level, comment down below how long it took you to lose that rank. I'm curious if you were unbreakable or if it crumbled fairly quickly.
last thing, diamonds are made under pressure. Diamonds are made under pressure. So everything that you're going to walk through in these next couple of months, through the end of April, as you walk across this finish line to go diamond and earn this $10,000 bonus, you're going to be under pressure. You're going to be refined by the fire, you guys. You're going to go through things that you never thought you'd walk through. You're going to probably lose people on your team. You're going to probably go through a lot of things you didn't think that you would, but I'm going to tell you, when you get to that finish line and you not only get to it, but you blaze through it because you're in that volcanic eruption and you're on fire, you're going to be so unbreakable that it's going to prepare you for double diamond, triple diamond, presidential diamond, ambassador diamond, and lastly, black diamond.
Okay, y'all know this about me, but I hit double diamond less than 2 years, less than a year. I think it was less than a year. Anyways, I hit double diamond very, very quickly. That was because you guys know you have to use the momentum within an MLM to rank to the next level before people start falling off, but people end up falling off quicker than you can recruit them. So I hit the double diamond rank within a year, I want to say, and then it took me 3 more years. 3 years. To get to triple diamond, which is the rank that I left at, the first VIP rank. So diamond is the first leadership level rank. Double diamond is after that. I sat at double diamond for 3 years and then hit triple diamond, which is the first VIP rank. So it took me 3 years. So it doesn't set you up to blaze through the next promotions. It literally, most people, and I'll be covering this in a video coming up, but most people pay their way to that rank. The majority of people, and it works at least, that I was working with, have to put money in at the end of the month in order to get to that rank. And then they spend the entire next month trying to scramble to make up for that lost volume. But people are also falling off at the same time. But they know that if they don't maintain that bonus, then it's gone forever. So they scramble and scramble and scramble. They fall short again, put more money in, and it's just a never ending cycle.
Because you crossed off that first step and you rose to the occasion of what a diamond is. And so I wanted to share those facts with you guys just to let you know, yes, we're in it for the money, but there's going to be so many things that you're going to walk through over the next couple of months. The person you're going to become, the leader that you're going to step into, the version of yourself that you're not even going to recognize. When I went diamond, I felt like almost something unlocked within me, and it sounds so cheesy when you say it, but truly diamond changed my entire life. It gave me confidence that I never had. It showed me that I could do whatever. If I went diamond, I could go ambassador diamond. There was not a difference between either. It was just time and a lot of leadership, right?
There's not a difference between either. I want to say ambassadors, like well over 200 distributors under you. And diamond was, let's see, ruby, 3, somewhere like 12. So there's a little bit of a difference between the two.
And so we are so excited to share everything with you guys. We're going to go over everything that you need and make sure that by the end of this Zoom, you get off not only hyped, but you have the tools and the resources to make it happen. So I'm super excited. Without further ado, we're going to jump on over to we're going to cover every single thing. And so, like I said, be plugged in, put your phones away for the next hour, be respectful. And this is not only for the people that have not yet gone diamond. This is also for you leaders on here that are diamond. Drop a 2 in the chat if you've already accomplished diamond. You know what this takes, but we're going to also teach you and equip you on how to create and duplicate diamonds after diamonds after diamonds within your organization on your way to ambassador diamond. So take it away.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that, because this is so good. Like, I love a Zoom that anybody can utilize. It makes me so freaking hyped. So please, if for whatever reason in your head you're like, this is for like newbies, it's not what it is. And mine's going to sound a little bit like a newbie part, but I want you guys just to be like so excited, because by the end of this Zoom, this powerhouse lineup is lit. I just want to tell everyone what the special guest is, but I won't. I can keep a secret. But by the end of this Zoom, you're going to work differently if you're tuning in, because there's no way you can't after knowing everything that's coming and really us breaking it down. Even with just sharing that little portion at conference, I had a couple of my girls, and I told, like, I don't know if I'm grateful for you or if I'm shameful of me as a leader, but I had a couple of my girls be like, wow, I had no idea that's what Diamond unlocked. And I'm like, oh, okay, you do now. So anyways, I'm going to talk about the Ruby roadmap that they released at conference. I know one of Triple Diamonds, I think, made this. It's stunning. It's beautiful. You guys, it's on eSuite. It's on every team page. You will find a way to get access to it. So don't just blow up the chat asking for it. We'll get it to you, I promise. But this is what I'm so pumped for. I went live on my team page. We did a Zoom with prepping for this with the Duns for an hour, and I had to go live on my team page right after, because I was like, I just can't, you guys. Listen, if we all print this off and teach our newbies how to utilize this Ruby roadmap right from the get-go, this sheet unlocks $4,000 and gets you like halfway, a quarter, whatever the math is, to diamond. And so if we let this be the roadmap of really just filling out this sheet that is worth $4,000 if you fill it out, and teach every single person that comes in to do that too, that is how we'll get those fat, juicy diamonds that the Duns are going to talk about, and really making good money that they're going to talk about. I just want to stop talking so they can talk. But this is what I'm pumped for, you guys. And the reason I said my part might be a little bit like newbie-like is because I just want to cover this real quick. And so I just want to walk you through, because I don't think you quite understand the significance. And I do know there are some newer people on, there's some executives, there's some rubies. It doesn't matter if you've already promoted Ruby. Everyone should have this, because you've either hit this or you're teaching your team how to do it, and you need to be looking at it. And so every single person that joins me, I'm like, here's the deal. This is 150, this is 150, this is 150, 350, 350, 350, 500, 500, 500, $4,000 with the 2,500. Okay. And so if everybody's doing this, it's going to get fat. It's going to get wide. It's going to be awesome. And if you're looking at this sheet, I don't understand how someone could complicate it. It's really right here. I just don't understand how someone could.
I mean, I still don't really understand it. Because what'd you say? 150, 150, 150, whatever. Like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'll find a Ruby roadmap online and put it up and try to figure it out, but I don't know. It was the Fast Start program that we were trying to figure out a few videos ago that is just so simple, but none of us can figure it out.
You can mess it up. So you fill in your customers for your 4 and a friend. It has to be equivalent to 240 GV. That's 4 pick 3s. Obviously easier said than done. It doesn't always work out that way. And then you put your friend there. You put your friend in the line. You put your friend on your Ruby box. And now you teach your friend to turn around and do their 4 and 1. And then you do it again, and then you do it again and again and again. And so I wanted to bring that up because here's why I'm so freaking stoked about like this company makeover that we're dealing with right now. I don't know how else to say it. That's what it feels like. It's a company makeover, is because
Say it like it is, babe.
The company is likely, in my opinion, based on my experience, allegedly struggling, and they're trying to figure out how they can stay afloat without losing more money and try to put it in a good way so people don't quit, but also like screw people over at the same time.
Joined for the commission, like just a couple $100s a month. And I just feel like with all of these weekly bonuses and with these new systems and with everything coming, those commissions checks are going to be extra. Like we're going to forget it's prelim day and it's going to be like an additional extra credit. That's what I feel like, because we're getting.
So what you're saying is, let me make sure I got this right. The commission part of your check is just extra cash because everything comes from bonuses, which come from recruiting, right? Okay. So the majority of your check is from recruiting, right? Okay.
Getting these weekly bonuses and our team's winning, and we're so caught up in doing what we're supposed to do that everything else comes as a reward later on. Does that make sense? So that was fast. Wow. I think I just went through all of that. Do you want me to say anything else about that? I don't know what else to say other than print it off, go through it, and make sure you're teaching every single person how to do this and how much money is on the table.
Yeah, well, I think that, this is exactly how we wanted it to be. We wanted it to be simple, and it's already laid out for you guys. And, going diamond, I know there's probably a lot of people. How many of you guys have never promoted before? Drop a 4 in the chat if you've never promoted before. So there are baby steps along the way. And so I know sometimes we get very excited and we're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go get that $10,000 bonus. And we shoot for it and we're so excited that we miss everything beforehand because we're focused so much on this end goal. So I've always said we have now, soon, and later goals. What are your now goals? 4 and a friend. You get 4 customers, enroll a distributor. That's $150. You can do that as many times as possible and unlock these every single week. Drop a 5 if you've earned a 4 and 1 since you've joined the business. They're incredible. I have new distributors making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You do that 4 and 1, that is a building block to diamond. Okay? Diamond's that end goal. That's that.
It's really crazy to me how easy it is for them to be like, all you have to do is 4 and a friend for $150. When we joined, it was 2 customers for $100. And both of these people who are speaking were in when I was in. I know who both of them are. So they only had to get 2 for $100 before. So it would be so hard for me to act like that was a good thing, especially knowing how hard it was for so many people to even get the 2 customers. Like, so many Fast Start bonuses were missed because they couldn't enroll 2 customers, or their enroller could not keep up with all of the people that they were having to enroll 2 customers for.
Your finish line, but those baby steps that just showed you, that's your game plan to take those baby steps along the way to get there. Check them off, check them off, check them off, check them off, and before you know it, you'll be diamond. Okay, so don't forget those baby steps in the process, and your upline and the people that you're working with, they're going to walk you through those as well. All right, let's go ahead and jump in to Joel and Steph. I'm super excited to hear from you guys just because you're both going to be like, guys, we have the #1 income earning team we're on their team, guys, but #1 income earners on our Zoom, you guys.
What she meant by that is Joel and Steph are, you guys know, they took out like 60-some thousand in PPP loans, allegedly, in my opinion. based on the information I found on the internet that is like legal documents. However, they are the number one income earners in the company. Yes, number one, and also took out $67,000 in PPP loans. And they were in very, very, very early. So most of the top earners are under them. They're the top of the pyramid, if you will. I was just thinking of something. The similarity between MLM Zoom calls and The Bachelor are crazy. Hang with me. If I had to drink for every time someone on The Bachelor said incredible, I would be shwasty pants by like 5 minutes in. If I had to drink every time someone on a Zoom call used the word incredible to describe an experience within an MLM, I'd be shwasty pants just as quick. Just saying.
How diamonds make money and what that process is going to look like for you guys.
I don't know if I'm excited. I'm just kidding. I'm so excited. Yeah, I feel like we have a bunch of Mel McFarland's on. And for those of you that don't know her, you will, because she's always just so excited. And just, if you've been in a while, maybe they need to drop a 5 and you're like, ooh, this new chart, all these things. But we are excited because it's really breaking down things simple to unlock all of the money, because we don't want you to leave anything on the table. And that is something to get to what we've made. We want to make sure that you're unlocking all of that money. And it didn't start, you guys, like, we're going to go make over $10 million. It started with,
yeah, it did.
Like, yeah, Joel maybe, but I was just like, I need kindergarten level. If I can learn something super simple and it's duplicate.
It's very funny because do you guys remember the video where she was trying to explain how the Christmas cash worked? And she was like it got to the point where it was making no sense. I put like the algebra stuff behind me and was just like, what? And then finally she was just like, well, like she could not figure out how to explain it. And it was just like a bunch of jumbled garbage. And then it popped back on and Joel was like, it's simple, guys. And I just could not hold in my laughter because it is the furthest thing from simple. So watching her try to explain something is humorous. Also, I'm curious about this. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm being shallow. I have a question. Is it possible to get rid of cancer without ever having like cancer like going to the hospital and getting cancer treatments and like losing your hair and getting really like sick and fragile? Is it possible for that to happen? I ask because, and I don't even know how to like say it without sounding like an asshole, but I don't ever want to like illegitimize, is that a word? Anyone's like diagnosis, because you guys know I deal with that all the flipping time. But a few years ago, Steph had posted that her and Joel had posted that she went to the hospital for stomach pain. And long story short, they found out she had pancreatic cancer, which is so sad and so scary. However, that was like the last that anybody heard of it. Like she was still traveling all the time. She was still, they like moved down to Florida to supposedly like be closer to doctors for treatment and whatever. But then once they got to Florida, they were still traveling around all the time. And there just was not mention of it until she was like 2 years cancer free. But like, is that possible? And it wasn't that she was just like, doing all these treatments privately or whatever, because obviously she's in an MLM. So she's posting constantly, constantly on vacations, constantly, doing events. And this was during COVID time. So you would think as a cancer patient, you'd have to be more like aware and like cautious and careful about what you're doing because you are at risk, you know, like your immune system is compromised. So I'm just curious if it's possible that she did treatments like at home by herself, because the only thing that I saw was her getting blood drawn, and she was like, I'm very anxious about my results that should be coming back soon from my labs. And then the other post that I saw about it was her injecting herself at home with I don't know what. But those were the only two posts I could, and I scrolled back, you guys. Like when I do my deep dives, I do my detective, I'm on my detective shit. But I couldn't find anything. So let me know if you guys know down below.
Replicatable, then anybody can do this business. And so I know that you were excited because of generations, but I think you wanted me to talk a little bit about cabbing, coding, what that entails, and the duplication part. And so as you guys know, the 4-in-1 has been such an added bonus for upfront money, because I know that when you guys can get your 4 customers and 1 distributor, and we help and teach them the exact same thing, it unlocks the 150 and 350, and we are the highest paid out fast start company in the industry.
First of all, who determines that? I would like for you guys, if you know, comment down below of like what the fast start programs or like initial starting programs are for other companies. But also you can be the most paying out fast start bonus company, whatever she said. But are you the most achievable one? So you can say, our compensation plan pays out the most for these fast start bonuses, but does it take a lot more to get those bonuses? And the answer is yes. Are they less likely to be achieved? And the answer is yes, in my opinion, allegedly based on my experience.
And so you need to brag about that a little bit. That is huge to have upfront money, you guys. That's not even talking about sample sales, any of the cash that you have. That's your weekly bonus. And that is huge. And so to be able to do that and have that duplicate down, that's going to create your rubies, which rubies create diamonds, which diamonds create doubles, triples, all the way up through black diamond. And so I don't want you to miss that. So I think back, as you're getting your 4-in-1 and you get that distributor in, run with them at the same time. Like, are you texting? Are you encouraging them? Who's your dirt list, your chicken noodle soup list? Like, how are we going to get your 4 customers in?
Chicken noodle soup list, if you guys are wondering, which I'm sure you are, chicken noodle soup list is your chicken list. People you're scared to talk to, but you think that they'd be really good at the business, or you think that they would really benefit from the products. They are people that you're too chicken to reach out to. That's your chicken noodle soup list.
But not just a product with the customers, because we want $10,000 diamonds, you guys. Wouldn't that be awesome if you opened up that check and it was $10,000 as a diamond? And Joel will talk a little bit about that. But it starts with us to be able to buy into the packages, you guys. When I joined 12 years ago, it was everybody did skinny pack. And so we're talking about the 14-day easy. And the people that they've brought on board with the 14 easy, those packages, it's high BV. So imagine if it was, 4 customers with 100 plus BV, you're knocking out your 4-in-1s up high to make these fat diamonds, which are going to create your diamond checks a little bit higher, but it also unlocks those fast starts and then cabs. So you're going to hear a little bit more about that as you go diamond, because that gives you another payout bonus. So we don't want to miss any of that that's on the table. So making sure when you're talking to customers, we know that if they're utilizing our products and using more than one product, they're going to have better results. And you have to be confident in talking about that. So the best way to do that is use the product yourself. Fall in love with those 3-4 products.
How convenient. The best way to do that is spend more of your own money to raise my paycheck. BRB, I have to pee. If any of you guys have parosmia and that's why you're following me, you need to try these Little Debbie birthday cake things because they're amazeballs.
And it's easy when they say to you, well, what are you using? You know, and I'm like, well, I added the smoothie. I love the gummies. I take the cleanse, the slimming gummies, skinny brew, and the smoothie for like my lunch or even a snack. And so I'm confident. Like, why wouldn't you want that? And so I don't think about how much it's going to be. I'm like, you want my results? This is what you're going to do. And it's going to.
She means she finds the path that's going to make her the most money, regardless of what their goals are. Also, back on the cancer subject, if you have cancer, how can you claim that your results are from the products? Like a known, maybe I'm the only one who knows this because I Google my symptoms 24/7, but a known symptom of cancer is like unexpected or unexplained weight loss. So if you've had cancer for the last 2 years, how can you attribute your weight loss to the products that you were using?
And they're going to be like, yeah, you need to get that. And then before you know it, your customer is going to turn into distributors. Like they're just referring people and going, I want to make the money too. And I think that's one of the ways that how we can do a simple transition is just about talking about the packages and everybody buying into that. And here's something, you guys, I trusted the process. Joel and I were broke. We had no money. We overdrafted our account to get started. I don't always recommend that, but I knew I was so committed to changing my life that this is something I was willing to do. What people were making money were doing. And so it starts with you. It starts with you having your auto ship on, set to that 14-day skinny or some of the.
At least she's not lying. It does start with them. It starts with them buying all the products, the distributors being the customers, and the money rises, and that's how they make so much money. Still annoying though, but I guess it makes sense that she says she was willing to do what the people who were making money doing, and that's why they all took out PPP loans.
Product, and then having the confidence to get your customers on that, and that little switch is going to start fattening up those checks, start fattening up those rubies with high BV, and before you know it, you're going to have, like, we went diamond with 27,000 in volume. And so when you go diamond and you're making those are a big deal, right, Joel? And that leads to generations, which that's the biggest part that we need to talk about.
So guys, the reason why it is so important to get to diamond is what Mark and Mark always used to say was, it's your license to print money. And the reason why is because it unlocks everything in the compensation plan. But the most important and under talked about portion of this compensation plan is generationals. And our generationals pay the most out of any in the industry. And
oh, you mean like generationals? Like generations, how deep the pyramid goes? You mean that kind of generation?
The reason why we know that is because the consultant that came in, who's our interim CEO, has been at those other companies. Mm-hmm. And he said our generationals are almost double of those out in the other companies. So what does that mean? That means when you
said it has to be true.
Promote, you're going to get an additional percentage on the overall volume of your team. So what happens when you have big fat diamonds? You have big fat checks. So let's work backwards for a second. So how do we get to big fat checks? Big fat diamonds. How do we get to big fat diamonds? Fat rubies. Mm-hmm. How do we get to fat rubies? Fat orders. How do we do that? 4-in-1 with these product packs. Like Steph said, when we started, that's all we sold was packs. Mm-hmm. We weren't picking off one product here, one product there. We were giving people a system. Mm-hmm. And that's why a 14 Easy is huge, because you're able to take the system and offer it to somebody, which comes with high BV. Mm-hmm. Now, why is all of this important? because as your organization grows, that volume grows, and that's where the generationals are paid. So like Steph said, when we came up in this and we went diamond, we were a diamond with $27,000 in volume. Think about that. If you were a diamond with 27,000 in volume, what does it take to get to diamond right now? How much in volume?
8,000.
8,000.
That's like 3.
That's 3 times what a normal diamond has in volume right now. Could you imagine the generationals on that? Well, let me just explain it to you. You get 4% and a 5% because of the fact that you are the enroller on that. And guess what? 9% at 2,700. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the fact that if you do that once, now the goal is to go out and do it again in another leg.
Let me explain something that they're leaving out. Let's use my handy dandy notebook. Maybe. Oh, I already used it. Dang it. Okay, we're just going to have to use notebook paper. When I was in, this is what it took to go triple. So to go triple, you needed a double diamond, a diamond, and a diamond. A double diamond is made up of a diamond and an emerald. So for me, this leg was a girl named Carly. We were very close in the business. So Carly had her diamond and emerald. So she was my biggest leg. So they make sure that you don't have more than half of your volume coming from one leg, okay? She was very close to half of my volume on that one leg. But the thing is, since she was a double, this would be her biggest leg, would be her diamond. Since she was a double, she's getting these extra bonuses on her diamond. So I don't get any extra bonuses on her biggest leg. So they're saying, you get an extra 9% on your double when you're a triple diamond. I don't know what the difference is when you get to triple. I know it like goes up or goes down or something, but regardless, you get your extra percentage on this double. But what they're failing to mention is that if this double is maintaining their rank, they're getting the extra percentage on their diamonds and above beneath them. So really the only extra percentage that you're getting on this entire leg is the additional that are not diamonds yet. So let's say a double makes up 15,000 in volume, okay? I'm not sure if that's the exact amount, but for this example, her diamond would make up roughly half of that. So her diamond would make up, let's say, 7,500 of that. The only extra percentage I would get on this leg is the remaining like 7,500 or whatever that's on the other side. So that's why I said, like when I put in money for my team to promote, even though it would hurt my paycheck, what I meant by that is that if I put in money, say for Carly to promote, that would mean that the person underneath of her is also promoting, so she would get that extra percentage on the person underneath of her. If that person underneath of her was not promoting, she would not promote. However, she would still be over a diamond level rank, so I would get that extra percentage on her entire leg. I hope this makes sense. I know it's confusing, and we know that it's meant to be that way. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up part 1. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know down below what you guys thought of this entire part of the series. It also gets worse or better, however you want to look at it, but there's some tea. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. If you did enjoy it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell if you'd like to be notified every time that I post. If you'd like to be a part of a community who's trying to navigate life post MLM, join my Facebook group called The Light at the End of the the pyramid. And if you'd like to follow me on all social media platforms, you can find me at the Jessica Hickson. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Moving slower.